Welcome everyone to the Next Gen Nation podcast. I'm your host Joe.
I'm Timothy.
Dominique is not here. He's not doing our intro.
Yeah.
We're lost.
How do we start?
How to start?
How to start?
Well,
how to podcast?
How to podcast? We don't have we don't have our rudder. We don't have our main sail.
Even though we've done this before with just us two.
It doesn't work.
well. Anyway, we've been on a bit of a break lately.
We have been on a bit of a break.
We said that last time too.
There's a lot of breaks.
There's a lot of breaks going on right now. We need to work on this.
We do need to work on this.
It's gonna take some practice. We're gonna really need to crack down on this.
We're gonna need to crack down on what?
Cut out some loose ends.
Crack down 3 on this.
Yep. So, what are we talking about today?
Well, we do have some stuff to talk about. Not a lot. Gaming and anime have both been a little sparse, but there's been some news. There's been some stuff. There's also a lot of fall stuff coming out, like Phantom Pain, stuff like that. Stuff we'll talk about.
Yeah, honestly, this episode's probably going to be relatively short.
Yeah, we just don't have much to talk about.
Yeah.
But before that, Timothy, how was your week?
It's been all right. I'm finally pretty much over my cold.
Yeah, you were feeling pretty bad.
Yeah.
That's part of why we didn't do a podcast. Is you were just out of it.
I've been sick for 2 weeks, and then I'm still slightly getting over it, but it's pretty much gone.
Yeah, your younger sibling gave you the cold, and then I'm pretty sure he gave me part of it. Sibling, your brother.
you never say sibling. You always just say Demetrius or your brother.
I'm keeping him separated because I'm afraid if I say his name, I'll get sick again.
But yeah, I got it from him, and I was sick for a long time, and so it gave me a lot of time to watch stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So. You've been binge watching a certain show, and I was kind of surprised you were binge watching it.
It's about balls.
It's about what kind of balls?
The dragon kind.
The dragon kind. The dragon balls.
Yes.
So you've been watching what?
Yeah, I've been watching Dragon Ball. The first one, No Z.
No Z on it. No Z, no GT,
nope.
Super,
no Kai,
no Hechala.
So yeah, I've been watching Dragon Ball. It's sort of like a remastered version.
Is it you said it was a fan remaster, right?
I believe so.
Is it in widescreen?
No.
Good. See, that's the thing I'm worried about. This is what Kai did this, which kind of frustrates me. That's the only thing I don't like about it.
Right.
Is they changed the aspect ratio, so they had to crop the top and bottom of the images.
I see.
And so you lose a lot.
Right.
You just do. I'm glad that they just have a 4 point. I take it's a 4:3 ratio.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, so I watched a ton of that while I was sick because I was just laying on my couch. I wasn't really able to do anything, and so I was just Dragon Ball. So I've gone through 47 episodes of it.
That's ridiculous. That's actually ridiculous. Where are you at? What's going on? Do you remember?
Goku is going on his second trip looking for his grandpa's looking for the Dragon Balls. He's looking for his grandpa's Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah, the 4-star.
Yeah, the 4-star. This is after he competed in the tournament.
The first time.
Yeah, the first time. And yeah, he's at the island with Blue.
With Blue?
Blue from the Red Ribbon Army.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yep.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so he's done everything. He's learned the Kamehameha. He's learned stuff like that. Yeah. So,
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's still goofy.
Yeah, so you didn't realize how goofy it was.
Yeah, because I was so young when I was watching it before.
Yeah, because we watched what was it, Resurrection OF?
Yeah.
And you were like, was it always this? Wasn't your younger brother that asked, was it always this goofy?
Yeah, because my brother hasn't watched any Dragon Ball at all.
He's just a little too young.
Yeah, and I used to watch it when I was younger, but I don't really remember a lot, and so I'm just going back, watching everything over again. About a third of the way through Dragon Ball, so.
Yeah, I like Dragon Ball a lot.
Yeah.
Definitely more than GT. More than a lot of Z, I actually like Dragon Ball because I feel like it's a bit more grounded. I like that there's less energy beam stuff. I like that there's less powering up. You don't have these long sequences of radiation or
it's about as normal as a Dragon Ball series could be.
Yeah, no, it's just grounded. I like that he has the power. I like the powerful a lot.
Yeah,
I wish he still used it because he doesn't use it that often anymore. He will occasionally, but it's not very often.
And he's got his Nimbus and everything.
Yeah, he's got the Nimbus cloud.
And Bulma's still annoying.
Bulma's still such a bitch.
Yeah, she's frustrating.
Yeah, I actually when I got older, I started reading up on it because I was curious. Like, I didn't know what Journey to the West was. Do you know what that is?
No.
This is an ancient. This is like a Chinese story.
Oh,
it's basically the direct version of what. This is basically what Dragon Ball is.
Oh.
Even like down to Son Goku is like, I believe the Chinese is like Son Goku or something like that, and Son Goku is like the literal translation of that.
Right.
It's based almost directly off of this story.
Okay, I see.
So if you ever look up Journey to the West, that is basically the direct inspiration for Dragon Ball and a lot of anime, honestly.
Yeah. And another thing, when I was watching Dragon Ball, totally forgot Bulma Yamcha was a thing.
A lot of people did. Pretty sure Bulma has too.
Yeah. Yep. I completely forgot about that. And,
honestly, Yamcha, like even back then, still pretty lame.
Yeah.
Wolfang fist.
Yeah.
Wait, are you watching the dub or the sub?
The dub.
Okay, I figured. Like we're kind of attached to the dub.
Yeah,
because we grew up with it.
Yep.
It's even though like it shouldn't matter as much. I feel like the dub is just how we watch it at this point.
Yeah, because when I watch Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, I see it more
as in like an American show.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just how we kind of watched it. Well, it was a little bit Americanized by the time it got to us.
Yeah.
The soundtrack was changed. We obviously had a dub, stuff like that. Like the soundtrack for like Z is like completely different, basically.
Right.
If you have the American version than if you watch the Japanese version. It's very much like there's more like the Japanese version is way more cha-la, he-cha-la, like way more of that kind of stuff. It's more like anthemish, and we get more dramatic music, I'd say, to try and fit the mood better. Whereas I think overall the tone coming from Japan is it's a lighter show. Obviously Dragon Ball is like it's still pretty goofy.
Yeah.
But Z they tried to make a bit more dark. So yeah. No.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a fun time.
I'm glad you're liking it. It's really cool. Do you think I told you should probably, even though I said what I said about the widescreen, I would still recommend you watch Kai. If you want to go to Z, because Kai is basically just no frills. It is at this point it's the better dub, and it is the no frills, and it's not like a lot of people associate Kai with like the Nick version of it,
right?
And it's not. Like there's like an adult version. There's like a regular version, basically. Okay. That's like an unedited version.
I see.
With the blood, with everything, and it's just better. And it's basically like all the modern voice actors like you would see in Battle of Gods, that you would see in Resurrection. Those are the actors that we that you see in the Kai dub. Basically.
Right. So yeah, I'll probably pick off where I left off with Kai.
No, it's definitely good.
Yeah. So, cool. What else I've been watching like a lot of other stuff too.
Yeah, you're telling me this show about this detective, right?
Oh yeah, Ranpo Kitan Game of Laplace.
Sure.
Something.
Let's go with that.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
It's a new show from this season. So.
Yeah, it's from this season. It's like a darker like detective type show. Starts out with like this trap dude that gets framed for like a murder.
That you just go like, shows up with this trap dude. Like what? How does he dress? I'm curious.
He's school uniform, school uniform. It's kind of reminiscent of, like the uniform.
So why is he a trap then?
His voice and the way he stands and like acts.
Oh, it's very much like
very
this.
Feminine.
This is great for audio as I do this pose.
Yeah, he's very feminine in like how he moves about and talks and stuff.
No, there's like a lot of subtleties.
Yeah, but like outfit wise, it's very similar to like the uniform from like Orin High School.
Okay.
Yeah, stuff like that. But like it starts off with like him getting framed for like this really graphic murder. Remember when we were talking about how we would be if we were like serial killers?
Why would you bring this up? Sure.
And how I was talking about like the furniture stuff.
Yeah.
When I started this, I realized this was literally this murder, like the very first one. It's not really a spoiler because it's like literally the first thing you see.
Okay. Is like the
furniture stuff.
Okay. Oh my goodness! So someone thought of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So yeah. It starts off with that, and then like this guy's like really bored with life and stuff.
Okay.
And wants some excitement, and so like he's actually excited that he got framed for this and has to like solve this and get himself out of it.
That's a weird plot twist.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
I like that. Would you say the tone is lighter or darker?
It's like medium, leaning towards darker.
Okay, so it's kind of like
it's not like
it's kind of tragic that he's so bored with it. That
yeah,
he
so
like, to do that?
like it's like
I thought it was gonna be like, oh, it's a comedy.
It's kind of like he's kind of scary because he's so into this.
Oh,
you know?
okay. Oh, I
And
like
also,
Okay.
yeah,
might
and
watch-
then like the type of murders and stuff that happen are like really graphic and stuff.
That's cool though.
So yeah, it's been pretty
you
interesting.
don't see a lot of stuff like that with anime, especially like killings. Like just like we have like Death Note, and then there's Monster, which is
Yeah.
obviously like
Which
based
I
on
also
a-
started.
You picked a lot of good happy shows.
Yeah.
I feel like those shows would complement each other pretty well. Like you
Yeah,
watch them together.
yeah, like
If that's what you're in.
yeah,
in
like
for
Monster's
right
like
then.
a lot more.
Psychological.
Yeah,
You liking it though?
yeah.
I
it's-
don't know how much you've watched.
I've watched like 2 episodes so far.
It's different.
Yeah.
You can see what I meant about like Death Note without the Shinigami.
Yeah, like you can see it
Yeah.
like in the first episode.
Yeah.
How it is and everything. So yeah, that's been pretty cool. And then like on the happier side of things, I picked up Ushio and Tora.
Okay, so what's this?
This one is a it's like a remake of a 6-part OVA from like 92, 93,
Okay.
which was also based off of the manga of the same name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's like some dude stumbles across like a demon that's in his basement.
Man, I hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like goofy like action comedy type thing. And like the dude voicing the demon is the same guy that voices Takamura from Ippo, so that's been
there
pretty
you
cool.
go.
So yeah, like that's pretty fun too. So yeah, like a lot of stuff I've been picking up lately, just watching.
Yeah, I mean, just because you've been a bit like kind of bedridden, it
Yeah.
makes sense that you've been watching stuff and not really playing
Yeah.
as much.
Yeah. So like no games for me so far.
That's fine.
Other than Smash.
Yeah, I think we just played a little bit of Smash.
Yeah.
And that's about it. That's probably basically your gaming for
Yeah.
like the past week and a half or so.
My gaming's been forced so well.
Gaming's of course the card game.
Yep. So what about you? What have you been up to?
I've been up to a few things. I've been watching Dragon Ball Super. I feel like it was kind of funny that we
Yeah.
talked about Z. No, Super.
You said something about the animation or
It's a
something?
little rough.
Is
It's a
it?
little rough. I don't know. Honestly, I'm a little surprised.
Really?
Because it's Dragon Ball.
Is it like Soul Eater not rough?
I'll have you watch episode 5.
Okay.
People are talking about episode
really?
5.
Which is really weird because like the art seemed pretty nice. at
The
first.
art is fine until it's moving.
Right.
It's I'm gonna have you watch episode 5. This is like a thing people were talking about. This is
Right.
a thing Dominique and I talked about.
Okay.
This is basically this is the first time Beerus and Goku meet, and you know King Kai.
Yeah.
Like they fight on King Kai's planet. Basically, it's a spar. Basically a spar because Beerus isn't really trying because he doesn't need to.
Yeah.
It's just rough looking. A lot of detail missing. A lot of proportions are a lot like basically like the term off model. I'm
Yeah.
sure you do. A little bit off model.
It seemed
It's a little weird.
it seemed really weird considering it's Dragon Ball.
It's Dragon
Z.
Ball, and it should have the budget, right?
Yeah.
Dot.
The
You know, it's
budget
like-
and like this is supposed to like be a show with like super crazy action scenes and
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm hoping that they're just saving it for like the actual fight between Beerus and Goku as a Super Saiyan God.
Or like maybe they spent all their budget on Resurrection.
I don't. Sure, like I would have been fine with this if it was like building up to then you watch the movie,
Yeah.
but it's clearly not. It's different, and that means they're going to animate the fight scene. I would
Right.
assume, and that just I don't know. It's weird. It's odd. I'm a little frustrated.
Yeah.
As a fan,
I'd be too.
I think as a whole, the series, like I love the theme song, both theme songs. I like the tone of it. I think it's still very much Dragon Ball. The designs are still fine. They adhere, I think, to like that 90s, 80s and 90s style. I'm glad they didn't change them too much. But yeah, just in motion, it doesn't look that good.
Right. Yeah, that's a little disappointing to hear. I'm sure you were super disappointed when you watched it.
Yeah, no, a lot of people are like,
I'm sure everybody's disappointed when they watched it, so.
yeah, it's just funny because there's a literal comparison you can make because the same scene's in Battle of Gods. And I
Yeah.
know it's not going to look as good because
Yeah.
Battle of Gods is a movie.
And this
But
is a show.
And it's a show. But when you have that direct comparison that you can make, you don't want to just screw it up. Like, you shouldn't be like, well, we already made this, so
Yeah.
it's not as big of a deal. It should still matter.
Yeah.
What if people are only watching Super, you know? I know that probably doesn't happen that often where it's like, but, you know, something you got to think
Yeah.
The other thing I've been watching is something that's been making me happier than that is Monster Musume.
Yep.
I'm still watching this. I'm watching it for review.
I'm a couple episodes behind, but like it's fun.
It's a really fun show. It's just such a goofy, dumb harem, everyday life with monster girls.
I got more out of it than I was actually expecting of the show.
I did too.
Yeah.
I think, first of all, I think it actually is better animated than Dragon Ball right now.
Right.
Which is really sad. Because it's a harem show.
Yeah.
But no, I think they put a lot behind this. I think they actually really thought it through how they wanted to, like, because they have decent source material and then they have like really committed to that, the actual source material.
Yeah.
Like shot for some of it. And I really appreciate that when an anime is able to do that and keep that same quality. No, it's been really good.
It's fun. You learn new fetishes.
You learn things that you didn't think you liked, like fetishes. You'll know when you get there.
Speaking of fetishes, prison school, huh?
Oh, okay. So
and Shimonetta, huh?
So I haven't been watching either of these, but I know you've been watching Shimonetta a bit.
Yeah.
What have you been thinking of that? Like wherever you are.
Yeah, I'm still a little bit early, but Shimonetta has been a lot of fun. Really, really funny. Really, really funny show. Tons of sex jokes and stuff.
I think that's what they're going for.
Yeah. But it's like you're seeing like a lot of cosplay of it now too.
Yeah, that's what I thought this season the show would be Gakugarashi. It's not. It's clearly Shimonetta. We actually predicted this like forever ago. We're like, this is gonna be the hotness when it comes out.
Yeah, a while ago, like I posted on Facebook, I'm like, hey Joe, so we watching this?
Yeah, and it was just picture like all the preview pictures for Shimonetta.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, I see where you're going with this, and then it's the thing. It is the hotness right now.
It's a lot of fun to watch. And then like then Prison School's also a lot of fun to watch.
I do plan on watching Prison School for sure.
I don't know what happened. I got like 2 episodes into it and I stopped, not because I didn't like it. I just didn't catch up on it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you'll get to it eventually.
But yeah.
I don't know if I'd binge watch that show very much though. I feel like it's
you get sexually fatigued.
Watch a show, take
a
break. Watch a show, take a break.
Yeah, no, like there's
Cool
actually
down,
like
cold shower.
yeah, like you actually get tired watching Prison School.
That's understandable.
Yeah. But like those 2 shows have been fun. Just lots of dirtiness.
Lots of dirtiness.
This season's like the season for like dirty stuff. So
it does seem like it, and then zombies and little girls.
Yeah.
Gakugarashi been pretty good for me. Speaking of that, I think it also has a little. This one's more understandable. The animation's not great. I think the backgrounds are a bit sparse. Not a lot of action. I think they're I don't know if they're just trying to build it up. I have read the manga, so I'm caught up on the manga.
I still need to read it.
It's very good. I do like the manga quite a bit. I like that. That's not even a Lee's thing. I think the manga right now, if you just read up to the point, is better. I'd like to see them commit more to the darkness of the show, I think, instead of just adding bits and bits into the opening theme, which I do like. I think it's a clever little trick that they're doing. But I think it's still a little too light, and I know where it goes, kind of.
Yeah, like the entire time, like I was already, before I watched it, I already knew that I was already expecting like some dark elements and stuff.
Yeah, it's just a little flat right now. Yeah, that's like, the problem.
The first episode was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But like after that, it started to like sort of
I think a part of it is just a budgeting thing.
Yeah.
They have to use, they're using a lot of the same backgrounds, they're using very simple animation. They don't do a lot with it.
Right.
It's just what it is right now. I understand.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a risk. Zombies are kind of played out and stuff like that, so I'm sure it was a little harder to get money to back it.
Yeah.
I hope that they get to do some stuff with it before the season's over, but we'll see. I'm going to keep watching it because I do like the source material a lot, but, you know, it is what it is. Beyond that, I've actually, in gaming, I've been playing the Black Ops 3 beta. I've been playing that bit.
I was supposed to play it with you, but like I never got around to downloading the beta.
I saw
playing
that.
It.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm not. It's okay.
It's been a little hectic lately.
It's fine. It's what it is. It's still Call of Duty. Yeah. I mean, I haven't played since they added like basically all the Titanfall stuff, all the jetpacks and stuff. So that was a bit of an adjustment. I do like the actual motion of it. I think it's still just every problem that people have with Call of Duty is kind of still there. They haven't really fixed any of it. They've just added stuff.
Right.
I do really like what one thing they have added, which is specialists. They have that for Black Ops 3, which is basically 9 classes. You know, like how in Destiny you have like all the subclasses.
Yeah.
Just imagine 9 of them, and they all have a super. They all have a super now. They added that.
Okay.
And basically, there's the revolver.
Mm-hmm.
There's basically the Fist of Havoc. One of them has the Fist of
Okay.
the slam into the ground. That's in there. I used the one with the bow. It was just a one-shot kill.
Right.
And then it blows them up. So like you can like shoot someone with the bow. You can like point blank, like they're dead, and then they'll blow up still. So there's like radial damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's really cool. And then there's like a ton of others. Like there's like a stealth one. The one that I like that I just don't use is called I think it's called the Prophet or something. And they have this one called Glitch, which is like they'll like teleport back to a previous position. Like
Tracer?
Kind of like Tracer, yeah, actually.
Yeah.
It just seems like they're pulling a lot from other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, it's been cool. That's about all I've been doing. I think we're going to take a little break and then we'll get into the news.
Okay.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Next Gen Nation podcast. We're going to get into some news now. All right, so I think one of the bigger news stories this week was the official confirmation of an RE2 remake.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually played this game. I don't know if you have. Have you ever actually played it?
Tiny bit.
Like an hour?
Yeah.
Half an hour?
Yeah.
10 minutes?
About an hour.
Okay. I'm actually really excited for this. Basically, Konami has Capcom.
Still been stuff about Konami.
I'm still thinking about Phantom Pain.
Yep.
Capcom has confirmed through their social media stuff and whatnot that we are getting an RE2 remake. Whatever that means, it could mean anything from just a graphical reboot to like a full-on. Some people are suspecting that we're going to get like an RE4 style game.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of depends. They're actually bringing on. I don't know if you saw there was a fan remake. They're bringing on those guys. The fan remake was in kind of like the style of like a over-the-shoulder RE4 style using, I believe, Unreal 4. I believe that was the remake.
How do you want it done?
Oh, geez. Okay, so I'm less picky. I think because I'm younger and I straddle the line a bit between the generations of I do like the older style, but I also grew up playing the newer one. Since we grew up around the GameCube PS2 era, we played RE4 if we were going to play a Resident Evil. That was like our first one that came out while we were gaming, basically. So I don't care as much. I like both styles. I think they both have their merits. I think they both have their flaws.
Mm-hmm.
I do want it, if they are going to do the isometric, I would like the default to be tank, and then give you the option to kind of use the cheaty version that isn't tank control-y and doesn't... the problem with that actually is like when you change angles, like when it changes shots, you have to get reoriented again. Yeah. So like either way, you're kind of in trouble. And if they do the over-the-shoulder, you have to basically remake a game. You're remaking the entire game.
You are completely redoing it.
So if they do that, we're not going to get it for a while.
Yeah.
So it just depends. I think they did a really good job with RE Remake HD. I think that looks gorgeous. Do you have a preference?
I
don't know if you care that much.
I don't really care that much, but it would be interesting to have it like in the older style because we are like all the newer Resident Evils are like over the shoulder and everything already. So having something a little bit different would be nice too. But like to be perfectly honest, I don't really care since I don't really play a lot of the Resident Evil games.
Yeah, which always kind of surprised me. I always feel like that'd be a thing a series you would have played. I feel like as it's gotten like 5 and 6 especially, have been very action focused and not very horror focused. So I can understand why
it did go an action route for a while. Revelations was like a nice happy medium between the two. You got like a little bit of both. Yeah. But it was a little bit more towards the action side. Yeah,
you actually helped me with the Revelations 2 review.
Yep.
We played all the way through on co-op, and you enjoyed it quite a bit, and so did I.
Yeah, I had fun. It was fun.
I think I would like it to go more that way from now on. It's not going to.
Yeah.
I think it's fine that they just have the Revelations kind of basically it's like a sub-series at this point, where it's like main series is all actiony and sub-series is more horror-based. I'm kind of okay with that. I'd prefer more horror. I'd prefer, a slower game. I think a lot of people are starting to associate Resident Evil with set pieces, which it never really... It always had some set pieces, but it was more of a eerie, foreboding. There was always something around the corner, and like now I'm expecting explosions around every corner, and that's kind of sad.
Yeah, like it's always a little bit tough to keep things really creepy when you have guns in the midst.
Well, then you just don't give them a lot of ammo, and you make it so guns aren't always a good option, like a closed off room.
That's like what happened. That's what they did with Evil Within. The Evil Within. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Evil Within. They gave you the option.
Well, Evil Within's basically RE4.
Yeah.
I don't know if you realize that.
No,
it's
it is.
It's same director.
It is.
Yeah.
And like it was pretty creepy, at least like where I got to. And so with Revelations, you did get like a lot of ammo though.
Yeah, but it was also only one character. I feel like Claire, I feel like Barry got a lot.
Barry got like he was a human army.
He was a one-man tank, which was fine because he's Barry and he should be. But Claire, I felt like you didn't really play as her as much. I did feel like I was a little constrained on ammo. Plus, we only played on normal, didn't we? We only played on normal. I think we toned it down because we started on hard.
Yeah, we got stuck at one portion.
Which, to be fair, I think that was the only part we would have really got stuck.
Yeah.
I think it was just...
The rest of the game was...
It was a rough room. Yeah. But, yeah, okay, back to the RE2 remake. Yeah. I think it's going to be a while before we even see it. I mean, that was, like, from what we know, that, like, pitch document that was, like, originally kind of previewed on their social media was, like, a legit pitch document.
Yeah.
Because we haven't seen anything on this. And that's kind of funny. It's like we're seeing it from actual step -5 of like being complete
because they needed to know people actually wanted it.
Yeah, and like I think there's a genuine desire. I think a lot of these Japanese companies like Square and Capcom and not Konami are realizing that their fan base is especially in like their Western fan base wants kind of what they used to make. They don't really need a westernized stuff from them. That's what they have Western developers for. They need to, kind of think outside the box a bit, and I think they're starting to realize that. They need to listen. They're listening to their fans more, which I really appreciate. After that, well, there was a big trailer for Pokken Tournament, which I think you're excited for.
Yeah, I'm super excited for that.
Yeah.
I'm not like a big Tekken fan.
Neither am I.
Huge Pokemon fan.
We need to get Hannibal to help. Hannibal teaches all these combos.
But yeah, like I'm a huge Pokemon fan, and I like that they finally gave us a Pokemon fighting game.
They gave us a legitimate Pokemon fighting game, and I totally agree. It's been a long time coming.
And it looks very good. The graphics are very nice.
Yeah, it's a Wii U exclusive. Beyond, like, there's arcade versions, and there's Wii U exclusive.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
I had a feeling they would come out with a Wii U version at some point.
Oh, I think we all kind of suspected it. It's like that's how you make your money back on that.
Yeah, and so like so far it looks really good. It's just Tekken with Pokemon.
Yeah, I know you said you're really excited for Gardevoir and Weavile.
Yeah.
I'd probably be more in like the Pikachu camp. Maybe I'd have to see. Probably Blaziken too, because he's a kicker.
Right.
I like kicking.
Yeah, I don't play a lot of kicking characters, but Blaziken looks cool. I might mess around with Lucario a bit.
Yeah, because you use Lucario in Project M, and you used to use him some in Smash.
Yeah.
Now you might see if he's I wouldn't be surprised if he was like the Shoto character. I think he is. From what
he
they're showing.
Looks like it.
He's just got fireballs and uppercuts.
Yeah.
And that's all he needs to be. It's fine.
He's just gonna be
Ryu. He's just Ryu.
Yeah, he's just Ryu.
Which is totally fine.
And then they teased us a little bit of the new character, Pikachu Libre.
Oh, Pikachu Libre. Okay. Actual Pikachu Libre. First of all, don't know if you noticed this. Pikachu Libre is a girl. You can tell because of Pikachu's tail is shaped like a heart.
Oh, I didn't pay attention.
It's a heart.
I just saw Pikachu in a luchador outfit.
So it's
doing luchador stuff.
Yeah, I thought that was really funny. I guess I'm okay with it being a girl. I found it kind of odd. I was like, okay. I guess it makes it so it's like not the same Pikachu.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It makes it easier for them to separate them as characters too.
It's
not just a reskin.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's a different, technically different Pokemon.
Yeah, and it's really cool. I find that it's interesting that they chose Pikachu to be a luchador character.
I'm not surprised at all because it's Pikachu.
Well, yeah.
From that perspective, it's like, well, of course they choose Pikachu. I think I would have just wanted what's his face, the bird.
Halucha.
I wanted Halucha. I'm surprised Halucha's not in the game.
Yeah, Halucha would have been really cool too.
Halucha's got fan support behind him.
Halucha's also really small. Pikachu's small, but Halucha's smaller.
No, Pikachu's really small.
Yeah.
Pikachu's smaller than, like, Smash Pikachu is big.
Right.
Smash
No,
Pikachu
I know. Well, yeah, they could have made a bigger version of Halucha.
Real Pikachu's like...
Yeah, real Pikachu's tiny.
Like 8 inches, 10 inches tall, something like that. Like, really short.
Yeah. So, yeah, it is a little bit surprising that they didn't put Halucha in there.
Halucha and Hariyama.
Yeah.
Were the two that I was... Hariyama!
Yeah, Hariyama would have been
Hariyama just makes
too.
sense.
Yeah.
For like a fight. Like, I think they wanted to avoid putting in too many fighting game fighting type characters. So I totally understand it from that perspective. Halucha would have been a unique character, though.
I want Pangoro also.
Did we get a bear? We didn't get any bears, did we? We didn't get Ursa.
No.
We didn't get Ursaring.
We didn't get any bears yet. So Pangoro.
There you go.
Pretty cool.
We got our bear.
Yeah. But then he would get beat by like half the cast because he's weak to fighting.
I think that's true.
But yeah, I'm excited for Weavile and Gardevoir because like they're two like different sides of the spectrum. I get my like rushdown character because that's what he looked like in the trailer, and I get like my ranged sort of character.
Yeah, I would be playing with Blaziken because he's more pokes. He looks like he's more since he's kick based. And then Pikachu, probably an air character. He's an air character in Smash, and that's about the closest we have to guessing.
But does Tekken have any air characters?
No, but they do air combos. They do basically like juggles.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. Pikachu would probably be like, like bouncing around.
Yeah, because like Tekken hasn't really been like a game where you would do a lot of stuff in the air. I knew about juggles.
Yeah,
I got
do
juggled
like
juggles. Crazy in an arcade one time.
Yeah, did you watch the Tekken 7 Evo at all? Crazy. Yeah. Crazy juggles. They're doing like 3/4 of the life with a juggle. I'm like, jeez. Like in a good way. Like they're like putting in the work to do these combos.
Yeah, like this is like our chance to play a Tekken style game.
Yeah. Because
we're never gonna play it outside of this.
Tekken, so it's definitely something to look forward to.
Yep.
I don't have any news on my docket. Do you have anything else you wanted to talk about before we wrap up?
Really? It's been a pretty slow week for like news. It's mostly just RE remake and Pokken Tournament. Pokken Tournament's like the only thing I really saw lately.
I did want to talk about one more thing. Yeah. I'm super excited for the Phantom Pain.
Oh yeah, you were mentioning that.
Phantom Pain coming out September 1st. Already getting some reviews out as the embargo seems to be lifting. Looking like, honestly, one of the better games to come out this year. Probably Game of the Year contender. Get a 10 from IGN. I believe it got a 10 from GameSpot. I don't know. Polygon is holding off on their review as of the time of this recording. They have not released their review. They released a preview of their first 40 hours.
Yeah.
No, it's looking like, honestly, gonna get some good review scores.
Looks very good. It's Metal Gear.
I think we were talking about this the other day. No, I was talking with my friend about this. Kojima always goes over budget. Universally goes over budget. But he does make masterpieces. It's just fact. He just kind of does. Well, I guess it's an opinion. Don't tell anybody. But... yeah, I mean, this game, I don't know. I was excited for Witcher. I'm still excited for Fallout 4. Phantom Pain, I feel like, is going to be my game for this year. Not even just as a Metal Gear fan, but as a video games fan. Just the creativity involved in the execution of what you can do in that game.
Yeah.
From what they've said of the story, from what they've shown of like just the world building, and the fact that you can build up your base. I don't know. It's just a complete package. I don't know. Are you interested in playing it, or are you just not?
Yeah, I do want to play it. I still need to finish Solid.
Any of them.
All of them. Any of them. So I can play it.
I would still say, I would just say borrow the HD collection and play 3 and Peace Walker if you don't care as much about. If you don't care about Solid Snake and just want to know about the Snake in 5, you would just play 3 then Peace Walker.
I'm playing all of them.
I don't believe
from the very first one.
Gonna play Metal Gear 1. It's also on the HD collection if you want to play it.
But yeah, I do want to get through some of those before getting into Phantom Pain, but I do still want to play it.
Yeah, if you're gonna do that, don't play Phantom Pain at all. Don't even play Ground Zeroes.
Yeah.
Not even just spoilers. You will be spoiled on the controls.
Yeah.
they are better.
Yeah.
They're just more modern. It's just what it is. I still think, I don't think it's the fault of the old games being top down. Like even 3 is like once they release the subsistence version, it's not top down. It's actually behind the back.
Right.
It's third person, and it's still a little rough. I think they're fine, but people that are used to modern controls, used to modern third person controls, are gonna have a few problems with it. But yeah, Phantom Pain coming out September 1st.
I'm excited for Fallout Anthology.
Oh yeah, you said you were gonna pick out Fallout Anthologies.
Yep.
That was, I think we talked about this a little bit. The one with a little like nuke.
Little mini nuke.
And that's, you said it was like only $40.
It was only $40.
That's ridiculous. That's such a good deal.
That's why I'm picking it up so I can finally play the Fallout games.
Yeah, then you can play Fallout, and then you can surf Fallout 4.
Honestly, I'm probably only gonna play Fallout 3 and then get 4.
I would play. Yeah, you're probably only gonna play 3.
Yeah, most likely only gonna play 3, but I still get the little mini nuke.
The little mini nuke, get the little. I'm surprised it doesn't come with like a Nuka-Cola cap or something. That's really weird. Anyways. Yeah. I think that about wraps it up for this week's Next Gen Nation podcast. If you want to see more of our stuff, you can check out our Facebook at Next Gen Nation Group. If you want to go to our YouTube, it's Next Gen Nation.
Yep.
Yes.
Unless you're already there, hit that
Gen
subscribe
Nation.
button.
Yeah, you can hit the subscribe button.
Website?
Our website is next-gennation.com. I didn't include the www. You didn't need to.
Yep.
It's implied.
Yeah, it's implied.
Yep.
Because this is the interwebs.
This is the interwebs. All right, well, thank you, Timothy, for being on this week's episode.
I'm on every episode.
You're on every week's episode. All right, we'll see you guys
Can't do this without me.
We'll see you guys next episode.